KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan show. I think we've all said this at one point in our life to our mate. Hey, at least I don't do that. At least I don't do this.
So 713-390-KRVE. What is it you feel like you should get credit for not doing? One person texted, when I get mad at my husband for drinking a lot at home, he says, well, at least I'm not drinking out. No, sir, I need you to be functional if an intruder breaks into the house. Exclamation point, she said.
True, though. You're saving money. You're not, like Sam loves to go out back when she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'd go out to bars and places.
How much money do you think you wasted?
Man, that's a lot of money.
Well, see, the thing is now, instead of me drinking, now I get food. And I feel like food can be more expensive than beer. So I think I think we're breaking even, to be honest.
Yeah, so if you had two beers versus
When
whatever
you go out,
the wings cost.
are you doing stuff like you're playing cornhole or darts or something?
Or you just hang out in the atmosphere.
It's normally the atmosphere because Misty comes with us, our little dog. So Mark and I it's like date night. Like every single time Mark and I go out, just us two, it's just date night. It's just nice to catch up and just spend time together.
And the next time there'll be a little stroller next to you.
Yep.
At that bar.
Absolutely.
A stroller at the bar.
Breweries are totally
There are a lot of
family-friendly.
family-friendly breweries, apparently,
Yes.
from what I've learned in the last 2 weeks.
And there's a
Except
stroller
for when
now
they're
that's
running around.
remote control stroller.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when
There
my
is?
daughter was born,
You have to
and
push
it's like
it.
she's newborn,
Oh
and we
my
just have her little
gosh.
carrying case. Like, this is so easy. This isn't going to change our lives at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you wait a couple of months until you got to start like fussing with them in the restaurant.
Wait, I missed this note. There's a remote control
Yeah, look it up.
stroller
It was
now?
in the prep and stuff the last 2 days.
I don't think I'd want that though.
You can
It's
just
like the
walk
Tesla
ahead.
for strollers?
Yeah.
Tesla for babies? I don't know, officer. The
Yeah, I'm not
stroller
taking
went
my
rogue.
hand. I'm not taking my hands
I don't think
off
the baby.
that stroller.
Yeah, I don't think when the baby's in it, it must feel the weight. It won't go by itself.
Okay.
Thank
But
goodness.
when you're walking and you got the baby or something.
Well, listen, I will tell you that the
Take it for
one thing,
groceries.
everyone has like those ideas. You wish that you could have created this and nobody still has. When I used to go to Memorial Park and I would see people pushing strollers, and then I had my own kids and I would want to go for a walk in like an actual exercise walk, it is impossible. You cannot jog with one hand on the stroller. I was like, can't they invent like some contraption where you put like a weight belt on or something with some kind of like a solid stick that holds the stroller straight so you can be like this and the stroller's not going all
Yeah.
over the trail? Like,
can't
don't
walk
they
with-
have something like that?
You can't put two hands on? That seems like it'd be
No,
easier.
because when you're working out or you want to walk, your arms need
You
to
can
move.
walk. You don't have to run with the stroller. The best shape I was ever
You
in my
walk
entire life
faster?
is when my daughter was a newborn and I pushed her in that stroller.
I don't want to hear that. Best shape in your whole life is when your daughter's a newborn. Most people can't get any sleep.
Yeah.
they're working on
The
coffee
only way to
grams
get- the only way to
24/7.
get her to go to sleep was to push her in that thing.
Brittany's up first at 713-390-KRVE. Hi, Brittany. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
The question is, what do you want credit for not doing? Is it you or your spouse? Or your mate?
It's my spouse.
Okay. What is it?
So he's into race cars. Like him and his group of friends, they build these race cars. They take them to the track. So
Wow.
he's like Amazon Prime for race car parts. So I'm pretty sure we keep like Summit Racing and Thompson Motorsports in business. But he always tells me like these packages just come to the house and some of them are heavy. And I'm like, I don't know how to get this in the garage. Like it's a massive amount of packages. And he's like, hey, it could be worse. I could be a drug addict. Like, I could do worse things.
At least I don't do drugs.
That's a terrible thing. It's like, well, at least I'm not a murderer.
Yeah, that's true. But it's expensive,
It's like
I bet.
wheels. You should see me trying to get, like, he orders, like, new wheels and tires. You know, they have, like, the big race tires. And I'm, like, wheeling them into the garage. Like, I don't even know. Like, we have so much stuff just piled up.
You don't put the
He's like,
tires in
"I'm
a
gonna put it
box?
on-" No, they're usually just
I think
out.
is this like a man thing? You know how men and women
That's an
have their
expensive
different
hobby.
gripes about each other? There are a lot of men who like to buy things like that. Maybe I know some.
Yes.
And, you're like, this is great. This is great. And then you're like, it's been sitting in the garage for like a year.
Or hobbies, like, right? I mean, Tassa's, I bet he gets into a lot of hobbies for a
My
while.
husband
But
goes
he
all
goes,
in.
he has to buy the top of the line. Like,
Yeah,
if
he's
in-
all in. If he's going to do it,
We
he's
play
going
golf, all of a
in.
sudden he's got the best golf clubs.
Yes.
If he goes to hunting, he'll have the best gun.
Oh,
But then
man.
he'll quit after
Well,
like 6 months.
The fishing, the tackle box.
What's
I'm like,
worse?
what is this thing?
What's
is
worse?
that him and his friends are all into this together. So if, like, one of them does an upgrade on their car, it's like, oh, I need that. Like, my
yeah.
car's got to be faster than his.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's got to be annoying.
And then does he actually like go to a track and race the car?
That's
or
what
is
she
it all about
said.
wanting to race the car?
So our friends do go to, like, HMP right there. I don't remember the road it's off of. It's, like, in Humble area.
Mm-hmm.
And they do race vehicles, which my husband's working on his. He hasn't taken it to the track yet because
Okay.
it hasn't I mean, he just put a brand new motor in it. I mean, he's
That's what I'm saying.
upgrading all
Like,
this
they're
stuff.
spending all the money to upgrade, and then you actually never
Is
use
it boring
it.
when he talks to you about it, though? Like at dinner table, and you're like, if you're not into it, you're like, oh, I don't care about the muffler Ford power or whatever.
So, like, at New Year's Eve, we all got together, like, all of our group of friends, and it's like everything was going great, and then it was like it turned car talk, and I'm like, okay, I have no idea what we're talking about. Like, he's talking about upgrading a fuel system, and it needs to get more boost or some kind of air cooling thing. I don't know.
Can I ask you
But,
how
yeah,
much
they're-
money does he lay down on this? This sounds like a very expensive hobby.
It is. I know to upgrade the fuel system, which is what he wants to do next, I think it's about $6,000.
$6,000.
I think
How much do you think he's sunk
cocaine
into
might be
this?
cheaper.
Yeah, at least I'm not.
I
How
don't
much do you
even
think
know
he's?
how much
You think he's
has
sunk
this
in
car.
like $30,000 into this?
To buy the car initially, I think we spent like $45,000 on the car initially, and then yes, and it sits in the garage. We barely drive it, and then all the parts that he's put on it. I know we just spent about Thompson Motorsports for his new motor. I think that was like $15,000.
Holy crap!
Does he just sit around like the garage with a beer and just look at it? And, like wax it, you know?
He has a
on,
TV in
wax
the
off.
garage.
Yeah.
So
He has what in the garage?
Like
A TV.
he
Oh,
has
yeah.
a TV in the garage. So, like when he's working on stuff, he can do like YouTube and stuff. Like, oh hey, let's YouTube this and see.
Does
what
he
we
have
So wait, can you
Instagram?
not
I
actually
wanna
use
see
your
it.
own garage for your cars because this thing is taking up all the space and you have to park on the street or something? Because that would kill
Well,
me.
we have a really long driveway, but yes, the car is in the garage. My car is in the driveway.
Can we see it? Do you have like Instagram?
He does.
Oh, what is it?
He has. I'd have to text it to you. I don't know it off the top
All right,
of
go
my
to the
head.
text number and
Yeah.
text it. I want to
And
see this.
listen, Brittany, one person texted us, "Hey, don't mess with our car parts. Y'all buy way more beauty stuff."
Yeah, but Roula,
Oh, yeah.
it sounds to me like I think it's a safe bet to say he's dropped at least $70,000 on this.
Well, it sounds like over time, yeah, you probably would. And
People
it's
do that
a
for
hobby.
their hobbies.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Oh, you guys are trying to make a
Well,
beer
Brittany,
beer
that's funny. At
kits?
least I'm not a drug dealer. At least I'm not a drug dealer.
addict.
Drug addict. That's right.
Drug dealer, you'd make
yeah,
money.
you'd make
Yeah,
money.
that would work out
Brittany,
well.
thanks for calling
You
the
can pay
show.
for
You
it
have
or
a
go to
great
jail.
day.
I love these stories.
713-390 KRBE. You tell us a story about somebody who told you you can't succeed, or maybe the odds were stacked against you to succeed, but you did. Okay, we're going to start it off. Let's see. Let's go with Beth at 713-390 KRBE. Hi, Beth.
Hi.
Hey, good morning,
Hey,
Beth.
Beth.
So
Good
share with
morning.
us. Good morning. Share with us your Look at Me Now story, please.
Okay, so I was married with a guy for 15 years, and when things started going bad, he told me that I would never succeed without him. I needed his money, that I wasn't smart, and I wouldn't succeed. So I started going to college for X-ray and therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And after I got my first job, after 4 years, I was making more than he ever made.
That's
And
nice.
then I got divorced. Yeah, I got divorced. I've been divorced for 23 years. And I just started saving my money and doing what I needed to do. And now I'm retired, and I have close to $500,000 in the bank.
Good for you. That's awesome.
And what's that loser doing now?
Who got married again?
Nothing. He hasn't
Nothing.
worked in years.
May I ask you, did you have
Really?
children together?
We have one.
You have, okay, so you had a child together, and it wasn't enough that he wanted to end the marriage. He wanted to tear you down on top
So you
of
can't
it.
do anything without me and my
Right.
money.
Well, it was me that wanted to end the marriage.
Oh, okay.
And we got divorced when she was 10. So
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much raised her on my own, sent her to out-of-state college.
Wow.
He said he had better things to do with his money than to pay for that.
Oh,
my God.
And so
the kids
I
come
put her through
first.
college, and now she's very successful. I taught her you don't need a man to succeed in life.
Dang
It's
right.
true.
And
Does he try and take credit for her though? Does he? I always wonder about these guys.
Oh, look at my
They won't
daughter.
spend a
So proud of
dime,
her.
but then they're like, yeah, it's because I helped out. Or does he know he didn't do crap?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in years.
Well, that's
And,
good.
So, yeah,
but he, he would always, when she would come home for Christmas, he'd give her like $500 and try to be the big hero. Oh, I gave her $500 for
Okay.
Christmas, you know.
Instead
and I'm
of
like, yeah, well,
doing
I
the work
spent
and getting her a gift.
$100,000 on college.
Yeah,
100,000 on college.
Right.
Yeah.
exactly.
Did he ever say anything? Did he ever, when he saw your success, did you ever know him at the time of like the height of your success for him to have to face it or give him the chance to say something? He just said nothing or, you know, when he saw you succeeding, did he ever say anything?
He never really said anything. He multiple times he tried to get back. Like after we'd been divorced for 15 years, he tried to get back with me and
wow.
asked me on a date and all this. And I was just like, yeah, no dude,
way.
I divorced you for a reason.
No,
Yeah,
I like
get the
your
heck outta
attitude
here.
that you
Get the
don't
heck
need
outta
anybody else. I
here.
hope you found love again at some point.
Yeah,
though.
Beth, congratulations. Look at you now,
That could be a
Beth.
spin-off. Look at me now. Rub your face in it. Your nose in it.
Revenge. Look at me now, revenge.
Rub your nose in
Yeah.
it.
How did you do that to him?
I think what she said is important. You don't need a man, but you also don't need a woman. You should never need. You should be with somebody because you want to be with them. And
you need
your success should not be defined by who you're with.
Right. But a lot of people get lost in that. Andrea is up next at 713-390-KRBE for Look at Me Now. Hi. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
Tell us your story.
All right. So I joined the fire department as an EMT on the ambulance right out of high school at 18 years old. And there was a fire academy starting, and I was one of the only females. And, you know, all the fire guys were like, oh, that's so funny. You can't do it. You know, just telling me that I'd never get through it, that you have to be big and strong to be able to become a firefighter. So I actually joined the fire academy just because they said I couldn't do it.
I like
And
that.
I got through it. And the best part was, so I got my license before they even got theirs. And I applied to a full-time fire department. I sit there on my first day of orientation, and I look to my right, and one of those guys is there the first day with me. That was the best feeling in the entire world.
That is a rub your nose in it.
I love that.
Bravo. So how long have you been a firefighter, Andrea?
3 years now, but I don't really do firefighting anymore. I did it for like a year. I didn't really love it. Now I'm just on the ambulance again.
Now you're what again?
Back in the ambulance.
I'm just on the ambulance now again.
Ambulance. Okay.
Ambulance. Well,
I
I'm
just love
glad that
they
you were
tried
able to
prove
get it done.
Just to prove them wrong, you like, I'll do
I'm gonna
this.
show you guys, and you
Good for
made
you.
it. Bravo. Only
love
female
that.
firefighter in your class to do it. What area was that? Was that here in our area or somewhere else?
It's in Katy. It was
okay.
in Katy,
Got
to
it.
like a little north Houston.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Good
well,
job.
thanks for what you do, Andrea. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care, honey.
You have a
Bye-bye.
great day.
Bye.
Next up, Yelena, 713-390-KRBE. Look at me now. Yelena, hi. Tell us your story.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I'll try to make it as short as possible, but basically, I was born and raised in Serbia, and I moved to the United States when I was 17 years old as a foreign exchange student and started college here and ended up staying here and having a family and whatever. But I grew up with a very toxic, narcissistic, abusive mother. She never really wanted me. The only reason why she had me is because my biological father had money, but that didn't work out. They got divorced when I was 2 years old, and she remarried my stepfather later on after like 10 years of dating or whatever. But he never really, he was ashamed of me. The thing is, he's very old school Greek, and his family, you know, was constantly
wasn't
on
his
his
child.
case for marrying a woman with a child.
Wait a second. He was
not your
ashamed
baby.
because he was not your biological father.
That happens a lot in different cultures. You do not go with a woman that already has a baby with some other man.
So you
That
don't
just shows you're
Right,
more of a man because you
exactly.
love that person so
That's not
much
how they
that
look at
you're
it.
willing to love their
you have
child
a
as
stepdad
well.
against you and your mom against you.
Yeah. So and then you came here when you were 17.
Away
and-
from them?
Yeah. Did you didn't come here with the mom? Did you, or you were able to come here by yourself?
No, I had to come by myself because it was a foreign exchange student program in high school.
Okay, good.
But it was really their way of basically getting rid of me because they were relying on me graduating high school here and getting into college here and then continuing on to live here because they were always ashamed of me. And even when I was little, like he used to hide my pictures every time any of his friends would come by
It's
the
just
apartment
absolutely
and tell
horrible.
me,
I'm
you know,
sorry that you
sit
had to endure
quietly in
that.
your room. Yeah, they were like, sit quietly in your room and don't make a noise because nobody can know that you exist, like stuff like that.
Oh my
And where are you
So-
now? Like, how's your life going right now?
Oh my God, it's great. So I graduated college. On the day of my graduation, my mother told me how basically that's her degree because she paid for it, not mine.
Oh my God.
And we got into an argument. She told me that I was going to fail in life. I was never going to succeed without her. She cut me off entirely from the family. Not even my sisters talked to me. But in the meantime, like a couple years went by. I met my husband. I got married. I have a daughter now. I became a U.S. citizen 3 days ago. And
All right, congrats. Glad to have you.
And my mother reached out to me, acting like nothing ever happened. And she was like, hey, so how about... I kid you not, she said this. How about we trade and I give you the Greek citizenship for a green card?
What?
Wow.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No,
Bye-bye, Mom.
have they ever come here to see you, or are they not? Or you just
No,
trying to?
But she didn't even apologize, though.
No, of course not. Because it's her degree. Remember, she paid for it.
But I don't understand. There's people that do damage to people like you, and then they rewrite history. They think,
They do,
because I was
because-
a bad person then, now I'm a good person. That doesn't
erase the crap you put the person through.
That sucks.
You have to make a
Elena.
concerted effort to change.
So you are an American citizen living in Houston, Texas, thriving, having your own family, and living your best life. Bravo to you.
You took it, and you had a really crazy
You
reaction.
didn't go to bed like you're supposed to. You take it, and you probably, I'll go wash the dishes for 10 minutes.
See, if you
remember
fight
the
it,
glass of wine.
then you end up getting high and doing some crazy stuff.
So what were you told you did after the fact?
Where you found out.
Because most people are like, I don't understand why all this raw meat is in my bed.
That blood all around your face.
390 KRBE. We're going to go to, Angela. Man, this is like a roses or something. Angela, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Angela.
If roses was about candy, okay, tell us what Angela has to do with sleep aids, your husband, and accusing him of things.
Okay, so I had just had arm surgery, and they had given me Ambien to sleep. So apparently I woke up out of my sleep, accused my husband of stealing my ice cream. I licked him and told him, yep, chocolate. Now, my husband was a white man, but I licked him and said, yep, chocolate. My mom was a bartender. I called her at the bar and told her and cried to her that he had stole my ice cream. I even Facebooked it.
No.
Oh,
that
my God.
My husband was an ice cream thief and stole my ice cream while I was on Ambien.
And you had no idea. When you woke up, your husband had to tell you all this stuff?
He told me the story. I did not believe him. He said, go look at your Facebook. I looked at my Facebook, and I called my mom, and she told me, yeah, you crazy fool. You called and told me
You crazy
that
fool.
Ray stole your ice
Oh,
cream.
my God.
And you went to sleep on it. That's weird that you just woke up.
And the fact that you licked him like he was the ice cream.
Yeah, like I licked him and told him, yep, chocolate.
Yep, chocolate.
Oh my God, that's so random. Wow. You stole my ice cream. Yep, you stole it. Like you can tell somebody ate something by licking their skin. Like imagine we all tasted like the last thing we ate. Let me see what you ate last. Let me
They
lick
should
you. Peanut butter
They
crackers.
should almost have a law that you're not allowed to have your phone when you're taking that stuff.
Seriously, it's
That
like,
stuff is the devil.
I'll never take it. After doing this
Crazy,
segment all the
Angela.
time.
I know.
But
I don't
it doesn't
wanna
happen
know
that
it.
way for everybody. Like I had
it takes is
Ambien.
one.
I had an Ambien prescription. Never had a problem with it.
How do you know?
Yeah,
You live
you're
alone.
How do you know?
You could
Your
have
dog
driven around
knows, but
naked.
you don't.
Yeah, your dog's like,
Yeah. Angela,
Well,
thanks for
if
sharing your
Mango could
story.
You're welcome. Y'all have a great day.
You too, honey.
Take
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's go to Amanda on the line. We're talking about sleep aids. We call them Ambien stories. It could be any sleep aid you were prescribed at 713-390-KRBE, where you found out you did something real wacky while you were on it. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Hey, Amanda. So
Morning.
what happened with you?
So I was prescribed Ambien because I have a really hard time going to sleep. So the second night I was taking them, my husband said I shook him and woke him up, and I said, you need to scoot over. And he said, what are you talking about? You need to scoot over. And he said, what the heck? There's vanilla wafers all over the bed. And he's like, what are you doing? I said, well, those are for Santa's elves. I
Those
said,
are-
that's the only way they'll come and sleep with us.
The Keebler
I have
elves?
to give them.
No,
Keebler elves?
Santa's
Oh,
elves, not
oh,
Keebler
Santa's
elves. So you were
No,
making a
like-
trail of vanilla wafers in your bed for Santa's elves to come sleep with you?
Yeah, all the way in the back door.
no.
What? From
There
your
was
bed
vanilla
to the
wafers all over
door?
the house,
And why
yeah.
would you want to sleep with the elves?
My husband said I thought they were cute.
Now, were you
my
talking?
gosh.
Like, did you mumble it? You know, like when you're tired, or did you just talk like yourself?
No, my husband said my eyes were wide open. I looked like I was wide awake.
That would be
That's
creepy.
so
That's
terrifying,
weird.
creepy, Amanda, because that's a very common
It's like
description
sleepwalking.
of what people have been saying happened to them. Their mate or their family thinks they're 100% awake and totally with it, but they are under this weird spell
What if you get
of
in your
the
car?
drug.
You get in your car. You
we hear that
drive,
all the time.
and
People
kill someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband's favorite story to tell everyone about me.
Wow.
That is
Wow. Okay, Sarah. I mean, Amanda, the vanilla wafers, I'll look at them different now in the store.
It's like
I always-
E.T. Remember
This is how you bait elves.
Yeah, they left the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, the little trail.
How you
But I always
bait
think of the
elves.
movie Step Brothers, you know, where they walk around in their sleep and they raid the kitchen.
And start eating
They're just
stuff.
throwing stuff everywhere.
Let's go to Richard on the line at 713-390-KRBE. We're talking about people who've taken a sleep aid. Primarily, a lot of times it's an Ambien, and they do really weird things. Richard, what did you do? Good morning.
Well, several things I won't talk about, but a couple I will is I was in the doctoral program at University of Houston getting my PhD, and I would keep stacks of papers by my bed I was working on, and my computer was right there. And I would wake up in the morning, and my computer would be turned on, and I would have pages and pages of really, really good research written for my dissertation that I have no memory of writing.
Was it valid material?
Yes.
Like you
right.
used
I mean,
it?
the papers were there. Research, absolutely.
Wow.
It was
Whoa.
really good stuff.
Wow.
So your Ambien got you your doctoral degree?
Absolutely. I have a PhD now because of Ambien.
That's crazy.
Oh, my God.
That's actually the first positive
Yeah.
we've ever heard.
Yeah.
Made me a brilliant author.
Because you have to read it back and be like, wow, this is really good how I was thinking that. But do you kind of feel like you cheated yourself? Like, man, I know I wrote it, but I don't remember writing it. And how did I come up with all these thoughts?
But you did it?
You know, I feel like the program is so stressful. I feel like when I was asleep on the Ambien and woke up, I was very uninhibited and wasn't stressful, and I could just freely write.
Wow.
So
Did you
that's
ever
what I
tell any
attribute
of
it
like
to.
your colleagues or your professors or anybody? Like, hey, I wrote this whole thing on
Oh,
Ambien.
absolutely.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. And I kept taking it now so I could get out of the program.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God! So then, but you said there's a lot of stories you wouldn't talk about. I'm going to
those
assume
bad?
those are bad stories.
Oh, just some funny ones. One, I woke up and I was almost in San Antonio,
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
only in my boxer shorts.
You drove to San Antonio in your boxers.
My God, Dallas with the
And I
chicken on
needed
your
gas.
head. San Antonio
I
with
needed
boxers.
gas.
So you're on empty in your boxers.
No money?
Almost to San Antonio.
No, I had money. I keep a credit card in my car, so I had to stop at a gas station in my underwear, in my boxer shorts, and get gas to make it back to Houston.
Is that when you woke up and
Yeah,
you
is that when you
realized?
snapped out of it when you were pumping the gas in
Yeah.
San Antonio?
It's a little drafty out here.
No, I woke up and I saw the San Antonio exits. That's when I realized I was awake.
That is scary.